I got narration few times because first time I didn't get what world I was getting into. Old people dancing on this. I'm seeing dogs are dancing on this. They're keeping the glass on the dog's head and the animals are dancing. I'm like, wow. I said, is it the Tash world? He says, no. Maka, is it sacred game world? He said, no. So, what is the world? I'm not able to understand. Then he said, chal edit dikhata hu. I am marking my territory that I welcome you in the family, but there is a thin line which is I am going to be there. I am his voice. When Satya came, people said कि आप glorify कर रहे हैं, आप अच्छा दिखा रहे हैं underworld को. But nobody became underworld after. If I keep judging my characters, then I will not able to portray them.
Hi, this is Sheetal. You're watching Pinkvilla. Such an exciting day today because I'm in conversation with Saurabh Sachdeva. So welcome.
Thank you.
Firstly, a big congratulations to you on the roaring success of Animal. Had you expected this kind of a response?
No, never. I definitely knew that the film is going to be different and something unique, but never, because I on edit I saw those fight sequences and I was like, wow. So, but never thought that this is going to be such a big thing.
Yeah. When you were first offered the script and when you read it, what was the first thought that went in?
I never read a whole script because Sandeep, my director, he never gave me the script. He narrated me the story outline, just the outline and what is my part with Mr. Bobby and how I have a relationship with Rannvijay. That's only what I was told. Otherwise, I was oblivious about everything.
Right. You know, your opening scene with Abrar, that song that's gone viral now, kya entry tha? What an entry. Too good. I want to ask you, is there any memory from the sets of Animal where you were shooting with Lord Bobby, something that you can share with us?
With this song only, I can share when I entered the room, I was very nervous. I got out of my vanity. I went to the room and there were many people, and I was like, oh God. So I got nervous and I started working on one of my exercises which I do whenever I'm conscious nervous, to just bring myself in the here and now. The exercise is how do I feel? So I keep doing that. How do I feel? Then I was talking about my feelings and what am I. So I was like, how do I feel? I feel nervous. How do I feel? I feel conscious. How do I feel? I'm scared. How do I feel? I'm not able to breathe. How do I feel? I feel my clothes. How do I feel? I feel there is a carpet. And it's a beautiful carpet. How do I feel? I feel I'm not listening to anybody on the set. How do I feel? There is a music going on and I'm not listening to that. When you become conscious and nervous, those things comes up. And then I said, oh, there's a music going on and how do I feel about it? It's beautiful music. And then how do I feel? What is my director doing? My director is talking to Bobby and what are they discussing? They were discussing about the dance. So I went to them and I said, what are you discussing? He said, we want to understand because there was no choreographer for this. And they wanted, so I said, I will do this. And they both liked it and the director, Sandeep says, oh yes, that's good. So Bobby says, और क्या करता तू? और क्या करता? मैंने कहा और इसमें थोड़ा नीचे चला जाता है और थोड़ा बैक को पीछे ले जाता. So he said, that's good, we will do that. And then Sandeep came to me and he says, that's beautiful, yaar. Your energy is beautiful. The way you're working with us is beautiful. So I said, that's my job. And then he says, you also come and dance. Because I had just a dialogue कि चल पापा बुला रहे हैं तो अब मेरे को थोड़ा डांस भी करना था तो मैं कहा that's good, fun. So that is how that moment became such a beautiful moment. And we didn't thank God we didn't create anything very complicated for the people. It's just a simple thing and everyone can do that. Masti, so it just happened organically.
Yeah. Because it's so simple, it's so relatable. You can see that's the reason why it went viral also, right? Like sab log usse reels bana rahe.
Yeah. It's beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, I want
Yeah,
to ask
anybody can. I'm seeing old people dancing on this. I'm seeing dogs are
youngsters.
dancing on this. They're keeping the glass on the dog's hand, and the
Yeah.
animals are dancing. I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Insane. Yeah. You know, I want to ask you, your character, Abid, right? I know for the fact that he was on Team Abrar all the time. But
yeah.
you as Saurabh, are you on Team Abrar or Team Rannvijay?
Obviously, Abrar. That's yeah. Because it's yeah. So because the world was so beautifully created by Sandeep. It was such a fresh thing to see after like 2.5 hours of movie, and you see this
Oh my God, much
new
needed.
world.
Much
Yeah,
needed.
new world opens up with the flowers and with dance and with people cheering and enjoying and beautiful clothes and yeah. So बहुत बढ़िया था मेरे लिए.
Absolutely. How was it working with the director Sandeep?
Very he's very he respects his actor a lot. Like when I used to meet him for the narration, I I got narration few times because first time I couldn't get what world I was getting into, and then the second. So I was. So I wanted it again because I didn't know कि किस world में लेके जा रहे हैं. What is the world? Because he saw Tash और वहाँ से he picked me up for this character, and I said, "Is it the Tash world?" He says, "No." Maka, is it Sacred Game world? He said, "No." So, what is the world? I'm not able to understand. Then he said, "चल edit दिखाता हूँ." edit पे दिखाया तो वो पहले वो war sequence जो helmet पहने हुए मैंने कहा what
Crazy.
what is this? This is an insane. What is this film going to be? So I don't know. मैं बहुत ही उस टाइम डर सा भी गया कि ये फिल्म कैसी होगी यार, क्योंकि ऐसे कभी हमने देखे नहीं है ना हेलमेट पहने हुए और क्या. Yeah. So then I said, okay, I have to fit in this world. And every time I used to be there, he used to come to the lift and he used to keep talking if I want any help and he was just from his office to the lift. He was just there for me, and it's like wow, he really respects his actor and he really look up to them, and he was respecting everyone on the set. He really takes care of everyone on the set. That's beautiful, and he's all there. He's so sharp. His vision is very what do you call? He's a very visual person. He can see everything so clearly in his eyes.
And it's seen in the movie also, right?
Yeah.
No, Saurabh, I want to ask you, as an actor, I think you've completely justified your character in Animal, right? But as Saurabh, how do you view your own character?
Devotional to my brother. And he was always standing for the brother, and from the first scene of when I'm getting down from the stairs with his third wife, I am marking my territory that I welcome you in the family, but there is a thin line which is I am going to be there. I am his voice. So mind that. So there is a warning, not a threat, but a warning that I'm still close to him, and for his happiness I will do anything, and I will hide my own brother's death also for his happiness.
For his happiness,
So that is how I see myself.
Just as a character, right?
To devote in the film, I don't have any family. I have this family, and he's my family, and he's. Yeah.
True. That's such a beautiful relationship, actually.
Yeah.
You know, I feel that people have this love-hate relationship with the movie because of the comments that we are getting. Love because of such brilliant performances, and little bit of hate because of, that extreme violence and some really sexist remarks, right? So I want to ask you, did you ever feel a sense of discomfort when all those sexist remarks were being made in the movie? ऐसा कुछ आपको feel हुआ?
मुझे नहीं लगता है. मुझे लगता है कि it's a point of view of a filmmaker, and we should go and watch one point of view. We can agree, we don't. If we don't agree, we don't agree. That's every film. When abhi I was watching interview of Ram Gopal Verma. He was also saying when Satya came, people said कि आप glorify कर रहे हैं, आप अच्छा दिखा रहे हैं underworld को, but nobody became underworld after looking at that, right? And he was also talking about हम साथ साथ हैं, तो सारे लोग अब joint family में नहीं रहते हैं फिल्म देखने के बाद. So it's the film is an entertainment, and it's an sometime it's just there to emotionally move you, and it's like a piece of painting can emotionally move you, but you don't understand, it makes no logic. Like abstract painting में कैसे logic बनाओगे, but then it does something in your body emotionally. So sometimes the film is also doing that, and I don't feel and there are many things which you can talk about the film. It's the way it has broken the structure of the filmmaking, and the expectation of every scene something new comes up, right? And when he says, and the woman becoming strong with him, right, that she also starts becoming stronger and stronger and powerful, and she also slaps him back. It's not that he's always she slaps him and she says, I have my own way of, and he has to go on her feet, right, till the end. She says, I'm not going to accept you, right, but their love comes in way and they accept each other. So there are many more things to talk about. अगर हम ऊपर से देखेंगे तो फिर हम ये बातें करेंगे, जब डीप जाएंगे तो फिर बहुत सारे ऐसे बिहेवियर हैं जो आपको देखने पड़ेंगे.
हाँ, आपने बोला कि लड़कियों को भी ऐसे दिखाया गया कि they become powerful, right? When she slapped him. But also there are scenes when when Tripti was asked in the movie Zoya कि you have to lick my shoe, or some remarks like that. Do you think that ऐसी सारी चीजें जब हम बोलते हैं, we are trying to glorify this kind of a behavior?
Nothing. It never happens. Like I can still promise, I will ask all my friends and cousins, they will never do this to their wife or their girlfriend or anybody. I promise you this after seeing this film also. फिल्म वो नहीं करती. आपके मॉरल्स, आपके वैल्यूज बहुत यंग एज से जुड़े होते हैं, आपके पेरेंटिंग से, आपके एनवायरनमेंट से जुड़े होते हैं. सो फिल्म कैन कई बार वो एक्साइट करती है. जैसे वी डे ड्रीम so much, we daydream and we daydream so much which is negative. अगर हम वो सोशली बोलने लगे सबके सामने तो लोग हमें मारने लगेंगे, right? But we do, as a human being, we do, but we don't take those actions. We don't. So many times we daydream about hitting somebody, beating somebody, or doing something which is not accepted in society. But we don't do that because there is a meter in us, moral meter, value. वो हमारे अंदर है. और वो मेरे को लगता है कि वो आपको या तो मिला होता है बचपन से या नहीं मिला होता, बस. तो आप कुछ नहीं कर सकते.
Right, absolutely. I want to ask you that you have such an important scene with Ranbir Kapoor towards the end, जो सबको एक hook में डाल देता है. No spoilers here, but how was it working with the RK, and how do you think he has evolved as an actor?
Oh, he's beautiful. मेरे को लगा कि जब भी मैं सेट पे होता था, he was on, immediately on. वो बहुत, in my view, I don't know what his method is and how he works on his performance, but in my view, he was not intellectualizing too much. He was just on his body moves before his mind and emotion moves. So I like those kind of actors, those who move, the body reacts first and then the emotion and mind always follows. But a lot of actors, those who जिनका दिमाग चलता रहता है और body और emotion follow नहीं करता है. So, but he was always on bodies moving first, bodies going first. I was like, wow. So I really admire him more than, obviously I always admire him as an actor, but now more than that because of his curiosity for every character and every being. For मेरे साथ कितनी देर तक बात हुई है of my way of being and मैंने कैसे क्या किया है काम, और what is my acting method and what I have learned, and he was so curious about it.
Saurabh, I also know for the fact that you've been an acting coach for so many years now, right? So do you judge the characters you train your students for?
No, I've never judge. Any character. If I keep judging my characters, then I will not able to portray them well. Then I will not reach, and I have to empathize with my character and find why they are doing what they are doing. So
True.
if I don't, and something has gone wrong in their childhood or something, like I keep giving this example from this book called Story from Robert McKee. He says कि कोई भी इंसान किसी भी time पे they have two decisions to make, two choices to make. One is a good choice, one is a bad choice. So which choice will you make? Every time we will make a good choice. But if you have two bad choices, so you will make जो कम bad होगी. So right, so these characters also have two choices. One is worse and one is this bad one. So they are taking this. So I have to find as an actor what is the worst one. So that I'm doing this and it is working.
Yeah.
So
that's a nice way of,
yeah.
Beautiful. Lastly, I want to ask you, talking about Animal Park, waiting for the twist. The whole world is talking about it, right? Why do I think that you, as your character Abid, will change sides and go into this whole revenge mode for? ऐसा मुझे लगता है, ऐसा लोगों को लगता है.
मुझे नहीं पता है कि कैसे लगता है, क्योंकि अभी ऐसे कुछ अनाउंसमेंट नहीं हुई और मुझे पता भी नहीं है कि सेकंड पार्ट बनेगा कि नहीं बनेगा. आई ऑल्सो वाज सरप्राइज्ड टू सी दैट व्हाट दिस इज व्हाट इज हैपनिंग. नीचे लिखा हुआ आया. हाँ, I knew that there is a scene and we have made somebody else, but are we going to stop there or are we going to Animal Park continue? So coming soon. So वो मुझे नहीं पता था. Like really, it's happening. Okay, maybe. So I'm waiting. Good news from my director or somebody calling me. Let's do that. I'm like, wow, let's do it. पर अभी तक मैं I'm just sitting there calmly and doing my work, other works, and because ये शौक मेरे को उसमें भी लगा था सीक्रेट गेम जब मैंने किया था 2 पार्ट बनने के बाद उन्होंने बोला थर्ड पार्ट ईसा और कुकू पे बनेगा. So क्योंकि वो कहाँ से आ रहे हैं, we will audience want to see that. And it never happened. And they were writing. I heard that they were writing and everything was going on, but it never happened. So I said,
but you never
no,
know.
You never know. Yeah. So if it comes up, it will come up. Then I'm happy. I will be doing my job well, and I will definitely give audience more maja and more excitement and fun, which I've always tried. Yeah.
Thank you so much for this interview. It was lovely talking to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Sheetal. Thank you very much
for
making me part of this conversation. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.